Okay, awesome. Um, oh, my name's Ember, and I think Bloodstone is so cute, especially when I see him in my visions. Anyway, while we were traveling to Rigus, we came across some fiends and Celestials playing a game of Spireball. We joined in, of course, splitting into two different teams, me, Bloodstone, and Marcus on one, and Dalar, Milo, and Beatrice on the other. Dalar's team won because they got lucky, and it wasn't because we missed the ball every time except one. Anyway, after a bit more travel, we came across two really fun looking areas. One was a wizard tower with some weird creatures floating around it. But the party was much more interested in the mysterious, ominous portal buried within a gate etched into the side of a mountain. So, we went with that one. On the way, Bloodstone and Marcus found a group of three fuck ass stodes. Hate those things. The red one stabbed Bloodstone and was real freaky about it, and then the green one pointed a stick at me, and then it cuts off because Eber was incapacitated.
All right, thank you for the recap. As our next recap, the foretell the story for next week will be Milo.
Yep.
Gotta find the right map. I think it was no, it's not that one. I have so many folders, but I don't have everything organized. Oh, there it is. But yes, I will be working on a new table for magical items, and I'll allow it eventually open to the public as they can fill it and edit it themselves down the road. But in the meantime, I'll just make a basis of it. Because I do want to update a lot of the magical items. I feel a lot of the magical items are kind of garbage for the new ones. They have added a lot of cool new ones. They might as well use them in the game. Than using, the same old legendaries that existed from back in the day. Where is the... Alright, Marcus, you're hiding in the bush, being a pervert. What'd you like to
do? No comment there. I'm gonna trust Stellar and Beatrice to be the finisher of the red boy there, so I'm gonna focus on the green one. And since I'm hidden, I can get my sneak off on it. I'm going to. There's my bow. There it is. Make sure that's clipped. It is very good. 26 for 29 damage.
Damn.
And then I'm going to scoot and hide again. And because of my Skullclaw ability and talent, I am hidden again. I can roll if you want, but it's going to be insane. So,
I mean, roll it. See, big number go burr.
You can't roll below a certain number. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's hidden, and with the chaos battle, it's advantage on him, but he's hidden. That's me done. I'm trusting you two to finish this guy off.
Gonna swing.
25.
What is the curse I have on me? Is it the can't heal one?
Bloodstone and Dalar are impregnated.
Yeah, you got impregnated by the red
I thought I had the one that I can't heal.
No, Bloodstone.
Yes, that's what you had.
Was impregnated. Dalar was just cursed with something else.
Yeah, that's true.
He had the blue one cursed him.
Oh,
yeah, I got. I'm pregnant.
Oh no, my apologies. Yeah.
Whatever blue one does.
That's right. Yeah, I thought I saved on that one. That's correct. So I'm gonna swing on this one.
Your maximum HP is decreased.
Yeah.
It's a curse, so it solely windows your HP per day.
So we'll remove it later.
Got it.
Is there any visible signs of the curse, or is it just a wasting?
You don't really know. I would say no, there wouldn't be any physical ones, but Dalar's obviously...
Okay.
Was the first one hit a 20?
Yep.
And I think I remember 14 being their AC. I rolled a 13 on
You slice it in half.
Oh, sweet.
All right. Well, been keeping an eye on this one in my peripheral view.
I'm going to, since I have a moment to breathe, I'm going to bring the silence back over the green one.
I'll move there, and then that will end my
You
turn.
have to recast. You can't move it.
I thought you could move it once it was cast.
Nope. Silence.
No, that's for Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
If you're thinking of that
You have to
one.
recast
Okay.
it.
I thought it was. It's fine. I'll recast the silence back over where the green one is now,
Okay. Like that.
and that'll do it for me.
I'm moving the map.
Yeah.
Yep, perfect. Thank you. That'll be my turn.
Alright. Brains, Latios. Sees Dalar. Gonna smack him twice.
Ooh, oh no. Well, actually, no, it doesn't know.
The 27 barely hits.
Alright, take 10 force damage. You are charmed.
The 22 did hit as well.
Yeah, I'm just saying you're charmed.
Okay.
So I take 5 damage.
Take 10 force damage, and you are frightened as well.
Charmed and frightened? Oh my god.
Yeah, but it only
The
lasts
berserker
until the start of his
getting
turn.
crazy.
So it doesn't count. It doesn't stop the charm. It just charms you. So you will waddle out. But I'll say the charm goes away because it doesn't make any sense that it would not, because I smacked you. So you can make an attack with disadvantage, frightened,
That makes sense.
as well as he also healed for 10. So you can make an attack dealer with disadvantage.
Hmm.
That's it.
Nice.
That'd be shitty if he had fucking Sentinel and be like, "No, where you think you're going, bitch?"
It's good. With my bonus action, well, Bloodstone is going to see. Well, I'm assuming just to explain in universe, Bloodstone is going to set down Ember and like pat her on the head a few times, like, cover her up in a blanket, tuck her in. So she's fine right there. So he's going to eventually leave her. But he will again pull out his longbow, and as he is running towards this green stone, he is going to make a few attacks. Sorry, first I'll use my bonus action to recast Hunter's Mark on the green. Actually, I should be in range.
60 feet.
Right? 60 feet?
Yeah, you got it. You just went
Okay,
over.
just enough. Okay. Bonus action Hunter's Mark. In 20-foot increments, I'm going to run and then shoot. Sort of like duck in between these two gnarled trees as I let loose one arrow. 17 for 21 in total. And then again, I will. Oh shoot.
Why do you have two?
I'm going to
Why
use-
do you have 2 on there? 11 and 10.
Oh, so the 11 piercing is the attack of like my actual longbow. The extra piercing is from a D6 from my Hunter's Mark. And I also have Momentum Strike, which is a subclass feature of my Ranger. So whenever I move 20 feet before making an attack, it does a bit of extra damage if it hits.
It says 1d8 plus 5 for the second attack.
The 1d8 plus 5 is the
Oh,
longbow.
the momentum, I see, plus 1.
Yes. The only reason it says piercing for the first one is because that's what Hunter's Mark is. Momentum Strike is just like an extra damage added on thing. But yeah, I'm going to use. How tall would this sort of like gnarled old tree to Bloodstone's right? Does that have any sort of vertical
It's
height?
15 feet.
Okay, great. Perfect. Then I will rush over. Oh, actually, Sorry, I have to read if my wall running lets me do it with my hands free and stuff. Okay, I'll put it in the chat, but I'm just gonna run up the side of this tree essentially.
Run and climb.
Spend-
It's climb. Yeah, you can't. Just climb exactly.
Okay, that's fair.
You have
well then,
climbing.
I get that. Then I will use the rest of my feet, 40 feet, to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to run around this big beam of energy that Bloodstone saw Milo trickle down earlier, and then let off a second shot. 17 for another 21. And that'll be it for Bloodstone.
Does that happen every time you move? Or is it only once?
Yeah, the only parameter is that I move at least 20 feet before I make the attack for my momentum strike. And then it's just an extra d6 because of Hunter's Mark.
Free runner, what is that? That's one of the new
It's a third-party subclass ranger. It's in the Ultimate Adventures hand guide, or handbook, whatever it is.
Oh, is your class from one of those? Or is your class from official?
My ranger subclass is from a third party.
Okay. Milo.
Oh yeah, that'll be fine. I'm gonna drop concentration on this thing right here.
Whatever that was.
It's a silence thing.
Jalarzi's Storm of Radiance.
Oh right.
Jalarzi?
Yeah,
Who's
was fun.
Jalarzi? Is he like a
Don't
great
know.
wizard?
Well, this radiance goes crazy.
It's usually because the spells are usually named after a wizard. Jalarzi.
Yeah, Mel's magic arrow.
We call it MILF, thank you very much. MILF.
Hey, also Tasha. Don't forget Tasha. It's hard.
Does a 16 hit, Red?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. 32 points of force damage.
Oh wow.
Dead.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Bloodstone's gonna run over and high five Milo.
Level
Good
5
job.
Milo.
And then he's gonna pick up Ember and then just start walking around with Ember around his shoulder. Anyway.
They were scary.
Damn it. I think I
Yeah, they're fucking
Yeah,
awful too.
I should have added more.
Nah.
Well, you rolled for it. You tried to.
I tried.
Right.
Could have
rolled
been like,
2 on
it could have been like
or
16.
3 on 2d4.
Or something stupid.
I'm really sorry, guys. This is my fault. I'm the one that wanted to come here and say hi.
That would have been a problem no matter what we did. So it's all good.
Yeah, nay bother. They were fucking arseholes. I was trying to help dispute their little feud they had over that comedically large pile of treasure, but as soon as they saw me, they just started fucking swinging. Not much we could do.
I mean, we could have not come, but I suppose you have a point. Are you okay?
Yeah, but now we get all their treasure.
I suppose at the cost of their lives, but I guess no one else will be giving up their treasure to them.
Mm.
There's never any real way to know if someone's going to be good or bad. If we had bypassed them and they were people with useful information about where we were going, it would have been a loss.
That's true. It's good to hold up hope that some people are kind.
Well, for future reference, if we see these frogs again, we know they're not. We know they're probably not going to be good ones.
Yeah, one of them got me good too. Bloodstone, like in my head, when Bloodstone was impregnated by that other stone, it hit him in the shoulder. So he's just kind of like rubbing his shoulder, kind of like there's almost like a welt there. Like, fuck, that thing got me good.
Are you hurt? Can I take a look?
Oh, it's nothing really. I've had much worse. Remember
Are you
those
sure
cultists?
it'll only take a moment to give it a look-see?
Fine. I
Is
think that's like the only. I think I got hit like maybe 3 times, and I used my deflect attacks to get rid of most of it. So that's probably the most significant wound that Bloodstone has at the moment.
that like? Are you saying I'm fine not look, or okay fine you can look? Sorry.
Oh yeah, you can look. I don't mind. Just
Okay.
hurry up. I don't want Marcus taking all the good stuff.
Right. Sorry. I'll try to hurry. Can I roll medicine? I guess at disadvantage since I'm rushing.
Bloodstone will help you, so you have a straight roll.
As you guys begin to pilfer the pockets, Marcus and Milo, you guys can roll a d10 on the table. Not stacked at the same one. For treasure. Alright, Marcus. That's fun. You find a worthless piece of junk, actually.
Yay!
A control gem, defective, yay!
Crazy.
Even worth anything selling that?
To a blind man, maybe.
Maybe we can swap it into rum to incapacitate him long enough to bring him back to the hot fox lady.
Possibly. Oh God, that's dangerous.
It is an interesting item. It's a house rule. It's a homebrew one, but yeah. It's what they were using on you.
There's no way.
That's fun.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Does anybody else want to go to the treasures? There's maybe a chance on one more possible loot.
Well,
Yeah.
Bloodstone
Bloodstone,
wanted-
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna walk over to Dalo and hand him the control gem chain. Got no need for this. Can you put it in the bag?
Sure. And then I'm gonna close my eyes and then open them and cast detect magic. In the way that I do, and my eyes start glowing emerald green again. I start scanning like the pile and the items that the frog folk had on them, and then I'll go examine the pile closely.
All right, roll me a d10 for yours. Dale, you're the last one.
Yeah, you got it.
No, you can't have that one. You have another one.
Yeah, you're not gonna give us 2 staffs of chaos? Can't have that one either.
No,
Can't have that one.
no, no.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay. Well, you got something worth a lot.
Oh shit.
So you did end up
If
getting
you're-
money out of this.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you're giving out another belt of Storm Giant Strength, I'd be so mad.
I look at the pile a little more after they rummage through it, and I notice under a piece of bark there's something wedged. I pull it out. It's a gold crown with a sapphire.
See, that is treasure.
Oh, nice find, Dalar.
Yeah. Shiny. I put it in the
I'm
bag.
gonna be rich.
I put it in the bag of holding.
That'd be hilarious. You put it on your head. It's just like tilted on one side. Hail
That's cute.
Dela.
I want to see Dalar on a tiara.
He becomes possessed.
Oh God.
You
Oh,
should
yeah.
see me
He
in
becomes
a
a
crown.
prince.
Start singing.
Ugh.
I did get a 19 to look at Bloodstone's pregnancy.
You wouldn't know he's pregnant.
Is it a girl or a boy? No, just
Well,
like the
I did-
general wound. I
but
was
You can
concerned
where
about.
his wounds. He doesn't look like there's anything there. There's a couple cuts and scrapes.
Right.
Okay.
Like
What did
through
he get? I'm sorry.
perspectively, you wouldn't really know that until I guess as
Well, he was
the
complaining about his shoulder generally because he got poked in the shoulder.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. My
So
goal wasn't to metagame. It was just Bloodstone was complaining about his shoulder.
Yeah, you should see it. It looks like scratched and bruised. It doesn't look like there's any like deep holes into his body.
I didn't get hit that much, thankfully.
Yeah.
I touch it and wick away the bruise and the light cut with a light caress of magic.
Oh, sorry. Was that directed at me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you say it again?
I run my thumb over the bruise, and just heal the cuts of the bruise left behind.
Oh, thank you. I feel better than you. I sort of gives you a smile. By the way, I apologize to Ember. I just wanted to make sure you knew that. You kind of guided me in the right direction. I figured it was a good idea.
I'm glad. I think she probably really appreciated that.
Yeah, she seemed to forgive me. Anyway, that's all.
How you feeling, Dayla? You kind of beat up too.
Yeah, the usual. I'll be all right. Just some rest.
Fair enough. Shall we continue?
Yeah, the staff is
I think
magical. To your sights, they are. It's some kind of enchantment magic on it.
Well, is it something that I'll have to identify later?
The staff that Milo got.
Yeah. It's more of a gimmickal item. Like I'm not gonna let you identify it. It's over time you just kind of figure it out. So basically, it's basically what he did, and since it's a once per day use thing. It's just for fun. It's nothing crazy.
Oh. So if someone gets close to Milo, he can smack him, basically.
Oh, cool.
So you can do Chaos Bolt,
Oh,
and you can roll a D4. If it's on a 1, they take 2d6 extra force damage.
Oh, I see. Okay. Man, I wanted to incapacitate people.
So it's like having a wand, a magic missiles, but weaker.
It's
so
just-
maybe Milo
yeah.
would be any good for him. This is Eldritch Blast.
They as in the person I'm casting it towards or myself?
It's the monster you're attacking. Well, you wouldn't hurt
Okay.
yourself.
I mean, uncontrolled chaos.
You want to kill yourself? Okay.
No.
No, it's just for fun. It's the flavor of what they were using against you.
Gotcha.
So if you have like nothing left in your tank, you can use that for fun. So you can add Chaos Bolt to your spell repertoire and then just fire it away, and then roll a d4.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Since you're a warlock, you can upcast it.
Yeah, I auto upcast it.
So, we should probably clear out of here. Do we press on? Maybe find somewhere to rest briefly, and then keep going.
That would be
Okay,
good.
Carl.
Maybe we should rest here. I imagine everything else was scared off by those frog things.
Oh yeah, I don't see any. Actually, what? Sorry to go ahead, Marcus.
I was going to say that having rest near some dead bodies is never pleasant, so I would say move a little bit. But
Well, they were just living here. Perhaps we could also give them a fair pyre and then rest here. I feel bad about killing them in their own home.
I
if you
don't.
will. Yeah.
They were
How
trying
about-
to eat us, after
Yeah.
all.
And they partially succeeded.
I mean, I've never read any books on etiquette, but I don't believe that's a good host.
Chewing on your guests is generally frowned upon.
Unless they ask you.
And that's the case. You keep dangerous company, Dalar.
And if that's the case, then I'm not sure you want to be there.
Well, that ring of bushes over there should provide cover for us to rest. And it's right next to this dwelling, I suppose.
That would do for a short rest if you guys wanted to break. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
feeling focused out.
Alright, I'll head over to... Oh, sorry.
I think Marcus is gonna say I feel fresh. I'll keep an eye out for you guys. You guys can take a rest. I have no need for a short rest, so Marcus will keep watch.
I could close my eyes for a minute.
Pick up my pack, throw it back on, and I head over to the little circle of bushes I espied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bloodstone will be carrying Ember and following.
How long till she wakes up? That's a good question, isn't it? Right?
Well, this is more me explaining why Ember isn't playing today, but I don't think they would stop being incapacitated at the start of the Green Frog's next turn, so they're like awake. We're just chilling out.
We gotcha. I was gonna play like when would they actually wake up? No, it's an excuse to keep you out of it.
Mm.
Yeah, just set the narcoleptic tiefling over there.
Oh yeah, this is nice. This is a nice tree. Just set her up on one, and just kind of start hanging out.
Oh man, can you imagine making a character that had narcolepsy?
Oh, that'd be terrible.
I mean, yeah.
Follow mid sentence. That's
Right.
worse.
And then you're in mid combat.
There is
Roll a
a
D100 every time. If you...
If you hit 100, you pass out.
Right.
Yep.
Could be either
Maybe
100
10 and
or
below,
more.
you pass out. 100, you wake
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I like that. So if 10 or below, you pass out. If you hit 100, you wake up just instantly. Otherwise, nothing happens. That's funny. That'd be terrifying.
You could tie it into a Chaos Sorcerer as like an Aeromancer. And the dreams fuel their magic.
yeah,
That could be interesting.
like maybe a fun College of Creation bard.
Yeah.
So, Red, if we're doing a short rest, I would normally heal up. So I use my hit die like normal,
You
but
won't.
I can't add anything.
It won't.
Is that right? How it
won't
works?
It won't even let you heal.
Will he notice that fact?
He'll know.
Oh.
Well, out of character, that's what happens. In character, you'll notice he doesn't seem to replenish anything from a rest. Like he's still tired and sore.
Doesn't look better.
Yeah, I was asking logistically. Like, would I roll the hit die like normal, but
No,
not
no,
add
no.
anything?
You're not rolling it at
Okay.
all. No, I'm not like
Okay.
that's stupid. That's a waste.
Yeah, we won't let you spend all your hit dice.
You just realize you don't feel like you can replenish, but like out of context, like mechanically, no, you can't even roll them because you could, but you wouldn't get anything out of it, and that'd be a waste of a roll. I know some people are like, no, but that's what my character would do, but like, mechanically, as a DM, I'm letting you know it's not gonna do shit, so don't waste your hit dice.
Right.
Okay. Fair enough.
Would Delos speak up about this, or would he just keep to himself?
Well, after the short rest, you'll
Yeah,
still feel the same probably.
I'm saying that would he speak up saying he just feels weird or wouldn't?
Up to what he wants.
We will see.
Exactly. That's my question.
Splat.
That unstable. Oh, never mind. I guess it would be evocation.
Oh, Red, would you be able to put the description of the Redstone's curse? I just want to put it on my character sheet so I remember.
I'll just say you're pregnant, boy. You have 70
Okay.
days.
Pregnant in 70 days.
Yeah, you got a long time before you even notice that. You can get rid of it eventually once you start getting the symptoms of being pregnant. But in a
Yeah.
way like vomiting stuff, but you probably won't feel that for a while. It likely won't even happen. It'll probably happen at the end of the campaign, or you'll probably forget about it. Honestly, a lot of
That's
people forget about it.
funny.
You should try and keep track
There
of the
are
days.
ways of getting rid of it, but I'm not going to tell you how to get rid of it. But it might happen in the story, and you might just, I'll just say it's gone, and you're like, oh, I don't feel anything. There are
Okay,
three ways of actually removing it besides remove curse, but you would never know about removing curse until
Right.
you actually.
But, I'm feeling rather cursed today.
Well, if he gets cursed with something else and we use curse, would it remove all curses or just the one day he happened to be the new curse?
It would be random actually.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
I find it morbid that we enjoy suffering in these games. It's more interesting that way.
Yeah. It's more
So
fun when there's challenge. If everything goes right, then
course.
there's no fun.
When things go wrong, stuff gets interesting.
Yeah.
That's why we kind of like enjoying failing a roll so that we get into a fight.
Biggest thing is having fun. If you're not having fun
Yeah.
D&D, then there's a problem.
What's the point?
Yeah.
I can't make everybody happy in the end of the day. I can
Yeah,
it comes down to you actually engaging with the story. If you don't engage with the story, then I can't force you to roleplay.
But the main balance is balancing between roleplay and fighting. Those are the two main things in D&D. So if you balance those two things out, everyone gets happy. The
Yeah,
challenge, though.
Yeah, I can tell you. You can tell me that again. It's really hard to find good people these days. I've went through
Yeah.
a lot of people, and they didn't stick around because they were not looking for exactly what I offered.
Mm-hmm.
They either want one or the other.
Charge by Taylor.
They want one or the other. They really want both. So it's like,
So how far? It was like what, 6 hours? How far in are we?
I will say, when you take a short rest, we'll just kind of cut screen to get there, because obviously I don't think you want to fight another encounter. And I'm not huge on giving heavy encounters like consistently.
No, it's okay.
But what you is I actually have a little handouts that I made. As for people who played Storm King Thunder, they would remember this, but your character wouldn't know. As you see the gate
oh shit.
of Amon.
Okay.
As you
I do
see
remember that.
two giant statues next to it.
Can we tell what type of giants there are, or just generic giants?
You don't know. You can roll a history check if you like, but you're not
I would like
knowledgeable
to.
of your character's backstory. So,
He does speak
That's
giant,
true.
so he knows a little bit,
but does he know his entire life background?
probably not. So yeah,
You look
Oh,
at them
shit.
closely as you scratch your chin. They could be storm giants, they could be hill giants, even fire giants. Hard to tell.
those are giants.
Whoa, really?
I know, right?
I want to climb one.
As this gate stands about 40 feet high. As you look up, as your heads are tilted up, you see there's a rather mystical portal before you. As unknown to what's inside the portal itself, you can see inside. I'd say you'd see like images of a crystal tower.
What's up, Cookie?
My main worry
Oh.
is if we can get back out afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm. Poor Twee, she just died again, but if you give me a couple of minutes, I'll send my faithful little feathery scout through and
Well-
see what's on the other side.
It's living up to the canary in the coal mine moniker, so.
So what you see through that
I suppose she
gate,
is.
you see an ancient gateway, a ruin-crusted archway hidden of conversions of what seems to be forgotten ley lines that have kind of inverted into the world senses. You can still see light, soundless music coming from there. You can see almost like a hexagonal hall kind of trying to invite you in, as you don't really know what this place is, where this place would take you, and is it worth it?
It's definitely
I'm-
worth it. But we're gonna find
Yeah.
out back out. So we're gonna do the Tweety test. Make sure she
Yep.
could come and go out again. And then I say we
Twee
go
gets
in.
to try.
What's your take on this, Milo?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
What's your take on this portal here?
Should we go or
I don't
should we
know.
stay?
Pick the memoir and see what he has to say about it.
All right.
What does the memoir say about this place?
Well,
Undis-
Milo, that's good.
Undiscovered land. Data. Amon the Allfather. New unknown territory. No discovery.
All father.
So this isn't like the other portals, or the Mimnar would have activated.
No. Apparently not.
Sounds. I mean, it's what he just said, but it sounds like it's something new.
Well, I'm intrigued.
Okay. Can I send Twee through?
Yeah, it goes through. As you don't see it on their side, it almost like goes through like a kind of an image, almost like almost like Mario 64 kind of thing. It's just whoop.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Nice.
She come back?
Am I still able to see through her eyes, or does it cut off when she transfers through?
The main thing is if she can come back. That's the main thing. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's true.
What's the rules on the familiar when you see through its eyes? Does it have to be on the same plane?
It's on a different plane now.
Okay.
Hey.
That makes sense.
Do you want it to come back
What-
or no?
It was basically.
Yeah. I tried to will it to come back. I don't know if I can sense that far, but
I don't know. Does your creature?
I'd chirp at her.
Is your creature more panicked or more mischievous, like adventurous?
Would she follow orders?
No, she's mischievous, adventurous.
All right, she's going on her
It's
own
a canary.
adventure. She doesn't come
Awesome.
Gotta
So
say,
waiting.
I was very surprised you didn't tell the bird to come back once they went through.
I figured she'd get hungry and come back for seed. She usually likes to ride on my shoulder, but I guess I didn't think that through. Sorry.
Well, can you tell if she's still alive at least?
No, she transferred through and the signal got cut. I have an idea. I take a handful of bird seed and I toss it like just through the bottom of the portal.
As you do that, it doesn't seem to go through.
Oh,
What the?
That's
Is it what?
interesting.
Does it have to be living? Well, Tweety wasn't. Tweety is a construct, right? Or
Tweety's
I believe
not
they're a
monster,
spirit or
they're-
something.
They're fey.
she's familiar. But
Yeah,
she's not
I think-
definitely-
They're real. They're actually fey. But if they die in the fey realms, they die.
Oh,
Wow. That's crazy.
okay, never mind then.
That's why I usually tell
So,
people,
yeah.
hey, we're playing a Feywild campaign. Don't use a familiar from this world. Use it from hell. Use it
That
from a
makes
different plane. Depending if you want to get killed.
Okay. Well, if this portal only allows what? Living things through, there's gotta be something pretty fucking wicked on the other side.
We
Yeah,
don't know that we made it through, though.
that's true. Though I also remember last time something that through the portal that had only that living things through, your arm got left behind. Remember that?
Oh, wait. We can test living things. Someone dig up a plant and then poke it through.
There's no plants around here. It's like a
And we
desert
just look
wasteland.
around barren. Sorry, the last plant I saw was that fuck ass twisty log when we were fighting them studs.
Yeah, it's just rocks.
Yeah.
Do we?
Check my inventory.
Yeah, everybody, quick look. Oh, I'm gonna take some of the. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. Never mind.
Were you gonna use some of your weed?
Yeah. Oh no, I also no. That's also no. All of the plants that I have on me are probably dead due to either processing or just being picked a long time ago.
Hmm.
So I can't do much.
Well, what we can do, I have two options. We have two options here. I have the rope of entanglement now. We have tied it on someone and send them through, maybe pull it through. It's a magical item, so it might survive longer than a normal rope would. Or I can do the mind link thing, but then again, that's the planar prom.
Mm.
We won't
I
cross
think
plane.
I think I might be able to make plants. I used to do a trick when um there were bears and stuff chasing me where I'd have the vines grow up and um tangle their paws. It wouldn't really hurt them, but it would let me escape. But it
You got
it
chased
magically
by
creates plants.
bears?
The mother
That's
abbot liked honey.
awesome.
While they're discussing this, Dalar will walk up and just try and put like just his few
As
fingers through.
you get closer, you watch the colors kind of glow a little differently. They were blue as they turn a hue of green, like your kind of forestry green color. As you almost feel like it's the colors like almost like a beacon. It's welcoming you home due to your race.
Does the image change beyond?
No,
Interesting.
he is part giant.
Giant kitten, yeah.
Real. So
Hey, Milo.
The ACR didn't overly like giants, just for the record, but
Yeah, they hate you.
Milo.
You're
Hey.
you're an outcast, but you're still a giant.
I'm gonna back away.
When I approached it, Milo, it started changing color to greenish. You approach it and see if there's any change.
Do you go away
I-
from it or
Take
no,
out-
Dalen?
Yeah, I take like 10 steps back.
Doesn't change.
So, okay. And I let Milo or someone else step up to see if there's a change.
Yeah, I'll beckon towards it.
As the color eventually changes back to blue.
It's just like Zila.
So it's either we go through this portal and go to the tower that's in there, or we turn around and go to the tower that's over there.
That you
And
don't
Bloodstone like puts a
ever
thumb
wanted to
behind
go
it.
into.
Yeah. I'd rather go through the cool ass one through the portal, but you know, I don't really know how much time we have to kill. Not that
We don't
I
have
don't
any
know.
come on.
but
Wow. Let's do
I think we
this.
should go.
Everyone, really? We just fought and walked all this way.
Yeah, no, I think we
Yeah,
should go
let-
through.
yeah.
Oh yeah, let's
Oh.
go. No, I just want to try to be safe about it.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
No,
Well,
I wasn't clear. I'm sorry.
let's do this then. Everyone get close to me and let's hold hands and go through at once.
That's true. It does like
I'll
you best.
Bloody.
just take half a step in first and then we go through.
Alright. Yeah, Bloodstone slings Ember over his shoulder again, then holds out his metallic hand over to well, whoever's closest to him.
All right, let's do this.
Beatrice just scoots forward a step to grab Dalar's hand and someone else's.
Orcus will grab on to Dalar and Bloodstone and give you the link and say, "All right, let's do this."
Mm. Come
Uh,
on,
the,
Milo.
the other side, I grab Milo with my hand.
Drag him by force. No.
Mm-hmm.
3,
And off the land you
2,
go.
1, go. And I start stepping through.
Bloodstone runs through.
Guys,
We're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful visit. Ah!
as you enter in, the silence is not empty. It's filled with expectation as the tower itself holds a breath. The floors pulse faintly beneath your feet, not with life, but with purpose. And then from the walls, like stone drawn to speech, a voice, not one but many layers of harmonic like choruses echoing through time, filling the room.
Mhm.
Can anyone?
Read. Are there actual runes on the floor like the image?
Yeah, yeah.
Can anyone
What-
read these?
If it's in giant,
I
like I think
mean-
it should be the Marcus can.
Give me 10 minutes and I'll be able to read anything.
Well, if it's better if it is giant, then Marcus does speak giant.
So it is the flesh walks, once among the thoughts, a pilgrimage, a challenge, a question, perhaps pose the bones of reality.
Hello.
What the fuck was that?
Was that in common or giant?
It's giant.
Oh. Well, then Bloodstone's extra freaked out. What the fuck was that?
As the soft hum resonates through the
Marcus
walls
will like
like
translate
a
best he
distant
can to
thunder inside a cathedral.
Reality has bones?
Did anyone understand what was said?
And Marcus was
I
like,
think Marcus.
Yeah. Then he will say what Red said. I don't remember exactly what he said. Could you post that in text form for us?
Is it bad? Okay, I'm just gonna use my normal voice.
No, that sounded cool though.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was accurate.
So
So
it's basically so it was flesh that walks once more among the thoughts. A pilgrimage, a challenge, a question perhaps, poses to bones of reality.
okay.
I'll put it in Discord because I think you guys are.
Thank you.
Marcus will repeat that and saying, "Does that sound like undead to you, like it does to me? Bone flesh walking among us."
Pilgrimage Among Us.
Well, I think they're
Sorry.
referring to us.
That's true, I guess.
As you guys begin to move in a little bit more, if you are traveling, you eventually come across this.
Whoa.
You stand before the all-seeing orrery. Within these halls lies the truth of the multiverse. But truth is a blade without a hilt. It will cut all who grasp too quickly.
That goes kind of hard.
Yeah.
Thank you for the warning.
Again, Marcus will translate for everyone else as it said and saying, "That's interesting."
The truth of the multiverse. What the fuck?
See the
Sort of
crystal
all
walls.
singing around.
See the crystal walls shimmering briefly, revealing silhouettes of giant storms, stone and fire moving into the loops of time imprisoned within its memories.
Marcus, can you ask a question for me?
Sure. What's the question?
Who brought us to the multiverse?
Very good question. Alternative Lumen in Giant. I will repeat him, asking as grandly as he can in Giant.
What was the question?
Who brought us to the multiverse? Who brought us to the multiverse? Right.
Yeah.
I feel like I might give us a stupid answer like our parents or something.
That would be an answer we'd have none of. Any answer is something.
But I also feel like it's going to tell us that it's Vecna.
Which again is an answer. We'd learn something.
Yeah, an answer would be
It's not what we
nice.
want. Any answer would be useful. You don't have to be happy with the answer if you got a answer.
Who brought you to the multiverse? Not I, though all the roads twisted beneath my gaze. The answer is written not in names, but in needs. You came by the hand of many, the trickster who's opened the way, the guardian who did not stop you, the sorrow in your chest that would not let you still. But if you may or must speak a name,
As you notice the walls shudder breathlessly with a pause, the light within them dim like dusk.
it was curiosity first born you here, longing to let you stay. Even I, Amon the Allfather, did not forge the multiverse. I only watched it as it became. But you, flesh of spark, thought of will, stepped into it not as a child, but as an author.
Wow. Folks should do a
Whoa.
running commentary to everybody else. What was said, so everyone else knows.
Interesting.
Well,
Now, does that mean that there isn't an individual that brought us? It
You have
was
two more
more
questions
a.
to ask Amon the Allfather, because this is the same as Storm King's Thunder. You get 3 questions, and that's it.
Oh fuck.
well,
As you guys
I
see. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say to Milo, well, or to Marcus, excuse me. I don't know how long we can pester this All Father, but maybe ask if it knows the location of the automaton
Name is Rome.
named Rome.
There you
Provide
I
spelling.
doubt he would know about the individual, but would it be the better if he asked where the march is currently? The current city the marches are going to? Would that be, you think, better?
It seems pretty omniscient, but it's not that useful to know where Rome is right now. If we could ask it where Rome will be in 2 weeks, then we could go there and intercept it.
Yeah, we're gonna ask where the march, the next city the march is gonna hit, basically, and then aim to go for that city, and then somehow find Rome in the mass of
go.
automatrons. And that would be a better question.
There's,
So you think this being has foresight?
it seems to at least be able to say everything that happens in the multiverse. That tends to be fairly atemporal, or at least things they can do that tend to be fairly atemporal. But I am making assumptions.
Yeah.
You guys can roll an Arcana religion check on the actual language around here. So obviously you know a little bit of what's going on here, obviously, but you might be able to roll much more to understand this place a little bit more.
Sorry, you said Arcana and what else?
Arcana or religion for
Ooh.
recognizing the style of speech. Is obviously with the DC
Yeah,
18, you recognize the style of speech is ruin thinking, the language of giants not spoken but felt. The words are carved in sound. You can also roll an insight check for those that succeeded the Arcana or religion check.
Okay. Insight's +0, so this will be nice.
There you
Oh,
go.
17.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
With the 16 DC, the tower is not sentient, but it remembers Amon. It acts in a kind of a ritual intelligence, so it's not the real Lord of the Allfathers.
So it's just like a big
yeah.
computer.
It's a remnant. It's like a part of a fraction of its life. It's like when you guys went into the other place with the mask lady. It was a fraction
Oh,
of her.
right. Okay.
It's not
It's
the
an
real person.
non-intelligence AI.
AI. As you guys may, this is just some response opportunity. If you want, you may seek guidance by him. You may come on the behalf of lost children, or you may seek the truth, whatever it costs. So he is like kind of like a fortune teller, but he can't really foretell like intricate things. It's more like
Right.
as a whole.
Grand visions. Grand big things.
So if you
Well,
did
Mark-
pick Rome, it would not answer that.
Okay.
Well, Marcus already asked a question for me, so you guys should. Somebody else ask a question.
Anything else good you guys can think of?
Oh goodness. I get anything answered by some fuck-ass rune spire? Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this.
So
Oh.
it's all about balance, observation, and understanding.
You can't ask for the future. I think this thing is like that goddess thing, or it's just like a memory.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
But it seems to be highly knowledgeable, so I don't think there's going to be a
Yeah.
whole lot that it can't answer. That's not the future.
I guess asking it where the Modron March is, we could at least get closer. I assume whenever we get to where that is, it will have marched on, but it will narrow things down.
There's that option. Is there anything
Yeah.
personal people
There
more
are
interested in,
doors
like
in this chamber as well. There are 10 doors, as they're all in giant. They are kind of made of antimantium doors itself. They're sealed. But you could potentially open them. You can read each of them if you see fit in giant, but you have no idea what the hell they lead to. So,
Mm.
do you want to read them off or no? You want to ignore them?
yeah, might as well. Give us some more
One is called the Ruin Watcher.
Interesting.
The joy word.
Oh.
So you said a PR
I
team?
will say, it told us that the truth was a sword with no hilt. Sorry.
Celestial
So I feel
graffiti.
like if we ask questions, probably about our memories, it might just hurt us.
Yeah, goodness.
Oh, this message has been hidden.
Yeah, it was that was not part of it, but I hit it.
Cool.
Yeah,
I need to check the joy word mirrors. I'm sorry, I have to.
With celestial graffiti, I think that's one Milo should look at.
mean, if you think the celestial graffiti is the one that I should look at,
that was a joke, but but I'm just curious. Maybe you could something interesting out of that.
It does make a certain amount of sense, but yeah, it's your call.
It was 100% a joke, but maybe. These doors are very big and very heavy. Can we tell how
mean-
difficult it would be to open them? Or
It requires a group check at DC 100 strength, or
Oh,
a magical potential check of opening it.
Right.
You can use the knock spell of 5th level to open them.
Oh,
which we do not have. So.
yeah, we don't
I
have that.
nope.
Yeah.
And considering how we did in the baseball game, I don't think we can get a poop 100. So
I
You-
mean,
you just
sure.
add your strength together. That's all you do.
Yeah.
no, we can give it a shot. But yeah. So should we open these doors or ask 2 more questions first? Hold off on those 2 questions for a moment.
The doors are
Yeah,
not designed to be open, but if you open them, they open wonders beyond belief for those that choose to.
Yeah, I'm kind of way out of my fucking depth here. Bloodstone still has Ember over his shoulder, but he's like looking up at this like grand orrery with like celestial symbols and giant runes all over the place, and he's like, for the first time ever, he feels like small. So he's just, I don't know what the fuck is going on. There's like I'm just gonna be here. Bloodstone's just gonna like set Ember down and then just sit down on the floor.
As I watch Bloodstone do this, and Daler just kind of nods, like in complete understanding.
Marcus opposed Daylight and saying, what are you seeing, big man?
Well, Beatrius is interested in the joy word mirage. Something about this one is interesting to me. It reminds me of a memory. You said it was called the Forgotten Sentinel.
Indeed.
What about you, Marcus? Any of them call out to you?
Well, I don't know how to say the name, the Aurelian Whispers? That one that tickles my memory for some reason. The name doesn't matter, but the concept does.
Milo? Did any of the names he said seem like they resonated with you?
Not really. But I mean, the gist was celestial graffiti, even though it was a joke. Jokes hold some truth in them, so I wouldn't mind, but it's whatever the party wants to do. So
Well, out of curiosity here, would a question to this be useful to ask in about the doors? I'm not sure what question would be like. I'm not if can we open them. Of course we can open them. If
Can't
like
tell you what's behind the doors now.
I know they think it should be open up. Maybe something like a question about the doors at all, or just.
Well, this is a place for giants, not for anybody.
That's true.
It's called the Hidden Realm for a reason.
Valid. That's
Right.
valid.
Do you want to ask Amon, the Allfather, any more questions? Or do you guys want to try to open a door, or do you guys want to leave?
We should ask the one question about
Rome. With March.
Rome, and then maybe leave the last one open while we try these doors that are special to us.
So we say, would you be aware of where the march would be, or the order of cities it would hit, and then we can do some tracing out from there. He's not omnipotent, so he probably doesn't know current events, but he knows past ones. So he's saying, where does the march usually go? What order of cities? So
That makes sense. My attention's too focused elsewhere to really puzzle it through, but that sort of makes sense.
What do the rest of you think? So that's a reasonable question.
But where does the modern march go? Like it has to be
Yes.
a simple. It can't be
Like-
like complex.
I'm trying to figure out, like, he won't know where it is currently because he's not omnipotent. But I'm trying to see if he has historical information of what cities in order the march hits, so we know we can trace future ones to maybe go catch up with it.
I think you can ask it where it is. I just don't think you can see the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I feel like if you ask where it is and where it's already been on this march specifically, it should be easier to track it down.
Okay. So the question would be like, where is the I'm trying to march now, and where is it gonna? Is that's the question basically. Where is it now, and where's it been? Am I making sure I understand it right?
Yeah, where it's been in this current march.
Okay. Moke to turn towards the pillar, and Giant asks our father, do you knowledge where has the Molodron march been so far in this cycle, and where is it? Possibly where is it now?
What's the question? Where's the modern march going?
Yes. Well, that would be great too, but no, he's I'm happy with any information about it. So I asked, so where has it been, where's it now, and where's it going?
Asking
Whatever
three
he can give
questions,
me.
you can't do that.
It's like, okay, how do I word this in? Then forget the
Ask specifically where it is now.
Where it is now. Okay, that's the question. Where is the Molodron march now?
You gotta say it giant. Make up some giant.
The modern march, a mechanism within machine. A breath of exiles by mechanism every 289 cycles, unless it's not. They march now, yes, though not in rhythm. The great gear spurred, cog slipped, one spoke early. The march walks through the conflict, through error, but that is not natural perfection. It reflects its flaws like starlight on black glass. They are heading now to a place where they should not go, into a realm sealed by a pact, where the city's not meant to be mapped by law. I have watched them pass through Archon, then the Grey Waste, and next perhaps Sincere or Pandemonium. You may meet them yet. They are always marching, even when they should not.
Cesare or Pandemonium?
If I have to go back to Pandemonium,
Pandemonium.
We haven't
You've been to Pandemonium?
No,
We've not-
Pandemonium does none. No one has. The place where you went in Tuesday was Penzos or so something else.
So Pandemonium is Beldum. So we should check there. Pandemonium. And then Ceres, you said it was the other one?
Yeah,
That
serious.
That's the crust. Which is down there. Okay, so the evil cities. Gotcha.
Yeah, bad places.
The crust, isn't that where we first were? The prison one?
We went there at some point, yeah.
That was the prison one.
yeah, that was like one of the first ones.
Yeah.
I was with the spirit. That's when we had Clue.
Sparklooge died, yep.
Yeah. And met Beatrice. Beatrice. So should we still head to Rigus? Because that was where our path leads, and then to Beldum? Because I don't think we should go back to Crest.
Well,
Unless
we're
someone else.
significantly stronger than we once were.
We could. That's true. We could finally fight off that governor guy. It did leave a bad taste in my mouth having to run away.
We are close to Rigas. We might as well start there, I think.
I agree with that, yeah. But this is the best information we've had yet. Hey, one question left. Anyone want anything? Or should we check the doors?
Out of character. Red, what do you say were the type of things we could engage with it on? You said something about truth.
Yeah, but like, I feel like if we ask about certain truths, I don't know
Guidance,
what.
seeking his guidance, or the behalf of lost children, or seeking truth, whatever the cost.
Yeah,
Seeking truth.
sword with no handle that spells hurt.
Right.
On behalf of lost children, what does that mean?
Us, maybe?
Yeah,
Well,
everybody's
I mean,
lost in the
yeah,
world.
it could be a metaphor.
Well, to him, we would be children.
Yeah, this thing's probably
Is-
thousands of years old.
Is it all? He's actually older than that, but yeah, he's the first. He's the first Titan.
Ooh, okay. Let someone know that.
He was the one. He was the one who created all the giants.
Oh,
Ah,
He made it.
All thought of.
He made it. He
the
made it in
founding
his
titan.
image. But obviously they don't. Obviously his children don't listen. If he plays for King
Alright.
Saturn, they're a bunch of assholes.
Sounds about right. Okay. Unless you guys have a question, I'm saying we ignore that one for now and focus on the doors. Maybe come back to it before we leave.
If you do leave this place, you can't come back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
But should we try one of the doors, or let's ask the last question?
I'm trying to think of a last thing to ask. Hang on one
Well,
second.
you're a giant. You should ask a giant question.
Yeah. Go for it, buddy.
Hey, you just make it a really big question.
Yeah, ironically, I don't speak giant though. So,
Yeah, well-
does it still understand me though? I mean, it can't. It probably understands more than just giant, right?
It understands all languages, but it only speaks giant.
So you can
Oh.
even ask your own question and I'll translate your answer, basically. That's how. Get you.
No, Bloodstone would use this question on something really stupid,
Well,
so
it's
he's
like
not.
it makes sense because like any race that only like is born from one race itself or created the race itself would speak its main language. Every other language is underneath of it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. If you're basically a god, you have don't have to explain yourself.
Yeah,
You
I
do
don't
what you
have
want.
to talk in your
Primitive language.
your common tongue language, the trash language.
You will speak in mine if you wish to speak to me at all. Whenever you're ready, though, it's up. You last question's yours. You can think about it, kind of thing. But the rest of us are good.
Are there threats in Bedlam too great for our group to overcome?
Good question.
Bedlam?
Pandemonium. Bedlam's
Well,
just-
we have to go through Bedlam to get to Pandemonium.
exactly, yeah.
Right.
What was the question? Are there threats in Bedlam?
That are too great for our group to overcome.
Kind of cheating, isn't it?
The city of storms, the shrine of the wild thoughts, the borders where limbo claws at the outland and the beast denied. There are threats in Bedlam, yes, too many for single names, not all born of chaos. Some are drawn to it as moths to flame, as gods to prayer. Are they too great to overcome? Perhaps. But the strength lies in denial of threat, nor in certain victory. Strength lie in bearing a weight of knowing and walking still. With that, you see a flash within the orrery, twisting in winds, shattering streets, whispering of thousands of tongues, streets unspool like a ribbon into a void. A pause upon the next words, feeling a personal ting with memory. I once believed the children would reclaim the world I gave them. They would restore the glory of Astoria. I was wrong, yet I still watch. Still I hope still. So I ask you this. Will you enter Bedlam to conquer its threats, or be challenged by them?
Interesting. Probably a bit of both, actually.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now.
It does.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, does he expect an answer? Because, actually, yeah.
I feel like you would. I mean,
We conquer them.
Yeah. Conquer indeed.
He doesn't,
liberation?
he doesn't reply back, but the questions are done.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
I guess it's rhetorical.
Right.
Hey. Makes you
Something
think,
for us
right?
to think upon. Yep.
So basically, he's saying that Bedlam's going to be dangerous, but if we can manage. That's my interpretation of that.
Right.
Alright. So these doors. Let's say, I think we do the Joyway first, because Beatrice is most interested in that one, and then we can maybe work on Sentinel for Dalar and go from there.
I mean, we can most definitely try.
If we can only do one, I say, since Beatrice spoke up first, we should get hers. I'm not sure if we can only do one or if we can do all of them.
Let's try
You know,
it.
Okay.
All right, roll me
That's
athletics.
fair.
Oh, what were you saying?
I'll say it's only fair, but yeah.
No, Milo?
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, after rereading it, the joy word mirage, it could mean bad things. Mirages are usually trick of the mind. So I just want to put that out there. Don't mean to be Debbie Downer.
No, good. Every bit is good. But that's the one she was interested in, so.
I considered the same, to be honest. And then Taylor just starts to approach the door, get ready to shove it.
Alright. Team Hoof.
Instead of athletics, can I burn one of my channel divinities trying to reach out to Liara to ask her to push the door for us?
It won't work that way, sadly. You can't change fate that way. Especially in a place where a god is. I usually would allow it, but like to constantly ask her for her favor does wane on her, and as well she has other, obviously, followers.
If I permanently burn one of my 3 uses and never restore it,
this is more of a testament to the giants. It's not a testament to you.
Plus, we're in another god's realm, so she might have limited effect here, so.
Yeah, you can't just meddle in somebody else's affairs. Hey,
Okay.
get the fuck out of here.
All Father was like, "What are you doing?"
I'm gonna
Group push.
cast guidance.
It's on 3 people, right?
Oh yeah, that'll help. 100%. Yeah, Bloodstone
Uh,
will get up off the ground and
Look,
try
a
to fucking
D4.
push this thing. Uh,
Lips. And it
Oh,
was
that was so close to an 18. So it's a 4.
Yeah, Bedlam looks scary as fuck. I wouldn't even want to go there.
So, what's the total here? So,
It's 38, 42.
Not 100.
No.
No.
yeah, about 100.
58, 64.
11, 27,
Honestly,
45,
64
89.
ain't bad.
64 is not bad.
That's Bedlam, by the way. I put it on Discord. It's fucking scary.
Oh, Bloodstone would fuck with this. Bloodstone
yeah,
wants to go to Bedlam. He
I think-
definitely heard like the cacophony of whispers upon ancient grounds and like proving yourself via trial or whatever the hell. And
Honestly-
he kind of perked up a little because that's something that's in his wheelhouse.
yeah, this is where you, Amber, and I will fit in just well. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
This is all
Oh, we're
talent.
gonna rule like gods, angry gods.
Alright,
How many attempts do we get?
As many as you
because
like.
that one.
But every time
this
you constantly fail, you'll get exhaustions eventually.
Just work together this time and just focus together. So, try a second time.
Yeah. I had a
Thank
really
you,
good
everyone, for
roll.
trying.
Another round of guidance.
Focus.
All right, Bloodstone. He's. Whew.
Oh, Marcus face pants again.
Yeah. It's his. It's because Bloodstone only has 1.5 arms. I don't know what you want from him.
Wow, we did worse this time.
13, 18, 38, 43, 51. Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah. So now here's a question. Now in the past, because you've been able to enlarge people, is that possible to do that again?
Yes. Yeah, I could do that.
Out of context, I will also state that these doors, even if you do open them, they are like trials when you enter into them.
It's fine.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
It's like a test.
Unfortunately, we can't open the fucking door.
Yeah, that's why they're hard to open because it's a test.
Right, of
It was
course.
never meant for you. But if you
Yeah,
did
I'm not upset.
make the
It's
test,
funny.
I'm not going to say you'll die or live or whatever treasures, or maybe become a greater person when you come out of it.
Mm-hmm. You know, the friends we made along the way.
no, we're gonna die.
All right. One more try, and then it just ain't happening.
Okay. May I try making you a little bit bigger, Taylor?
I don't think I'm the problem.
You know
Well,
what? That's
no,
fair.
but I think you add the most. But who?
I mean, what does it do? What does the spell do again?
If you do get a natural 20, I'll give you double your score.
So
Heard.
You add
enlarge.
1d4 on your
Oh yeah.
strength check.
And you
That
get
doesn't
auto
matter.
advantage when you're bigger.
I'm not sure what's giving me advantage.
You're automatically rolling it because you think you're raging.
Probably.
I have my
something.
rage turned off.
Oh, then I don't know.
Oh, then it might just be a character sheet thing that you have to toggle.
Yeah, rage is off.
At the
Reckless
top
is
of your
off.
sheet. Go to the top of your sheet, all the way up, and it should be above the hit points. You see the other bar there?
Yeah,
With
I
bar-
always have it set to query. I don't set it there. I do it when for each roll. I pick it.
It's weird.
Interesting.
Oh, well.
And when there's something that gives me advantage, like right now I have advantage on strength, ability, and saves, and dex saves.
I don't know.
Oh, I could try making Bloodstone bigger, maybe get more out of that metal arm of his.
I mean, sure. I mean, I don't mind. I don't exactly want to stand here all day and try and push this fuck ass door open, but I guess we'll give it another go.
Puts it in overdrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blows
I mean,
it up.
mechanically I can make my unarmed strikes lightning, so I do have a little. Bloodstone does have a little bit of control over the elements. His favorite is just fire.
Because fire is fun.
Yeah, fire's fun. Anyway, yeah, I'll take an enlarge. I'll choose to fail, of course.
I got 13. I found what it was. It's in addition to the advantage, normal, and disadvantage, there was also a little toggle for add rage strength advantage on that window.
Oh,
Whether you
okay,
have
nice.
rage selected on your sheet or not, that's a stupid design.
I got a 1922 with my enlarged self.
Got a little better, but I'm still useless. It's not
Yeah,
strength.
there's only so much.
Guess what the score was? 64.
It was pretty close.
Awesome.
You feel like a slight budge, but it doesn't open.
Okay.
Fine.
Thank you for trying, everyone. I'll find another way to my lady.
Clearly, this was meant for multiple giants to open.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of
Yeah.
Goliaths that want to be a fucking barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a place that any person can just enter and be like, I am gonna get whatever I want. Sometimes
Bloodstone's gonna
you'll
use
falter.
it.
Oh, go
Well,
ahead.
we are a greedy bunch, so we wanted to give it a shot.
Oh, I know that.
well.
I'm just saying it's like a test. Once you enter in, it's a test. You can't just leave.
Right.
No, it makes sense. Makes sense. Alright. Are we good here then? Since we can't get in?
Well,
I think so. Do you want to try Taylor's door?
I don't think it's the door that's a problem. I think it's our strength. We can
Yeah.
give
I
it.
mean, me too.
doors-
I feel guilty.
That's fine.
We can
No
give
big
this
deal.
door
We
one
know where we're
shot.
going
Someone
now.
drinks the toenail potion that you guys got a long time ago.
Ooh.
If you
Wait,
want, we can give it
I
one
forget which
try at this
way.
door, and then call it. If you feel guilty, we try. Give it one push on his and see.
Sure.
Uh,
I think.
Fine. I gotta use all this strength for something anyway. I'm not used to it.
All right. One more
Eli
push
sort of
on.
takes a minute to stretch because he's still a little beat up, and he doesn't seem to be recuperating as quickly as he normally does. He feels to himself; it's not external.
It's got some internal bleeding.
Blech.
All right.
Yep.
So let's line up on this door, guys, and give it one good shove. If it don't work, we're heading out of here.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
That's
it's
even worse.
going great.
My best one yet.
I got 12.
I beat you.
28.
Yeah. No.
No. Yeah, oh well.
Even
tried.
if Amber was here, we wouldn't be having
Oh,
enough.
that would not much better.
No. We can
Amber's
add
not
this
the one that's
door.
gonna succeed this strength save.
Well, even if it's only get to 10, that's not even enough. That goes in the 70 range.
It's something, yeah.
We don't have enough strength-based people to get past 100. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
I'm
try.
bored. Let's go.
Yep.
Alright. As you guys go walk through the pathway of the halls again, eventually arriving to the portal.
Before we go through, you guys think we should just set up camp right here for the night, or try to make it back to the Castellian?
What time of day was it? Do you
I
guys
can-
remember?
Oh, it's nighttime now. But you guys can
Oh.
make it back if you
I
want.
could use a rest. I could use a rest. I can make us a meal
I
while
would
we're
recommend
here.
staying in the hidden realm though for the night.
Then we should probably make that then. If it's
Yeah.
not safe, you know.
Eventually, the
Yeah,
portal
for
will
some reason I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
disappear.
Oh yeah, let's not do that.
All right. Let's go.
It's not. It doesn't. It's not. It doesn't stay open like 24/7. It's only opens up. It's certain intervals.
I thought it would open for me. That's the I was making that assumption. My bad.
No. Sadly,
Alright, I'll head out.
like most people said, you're not a true giant. Out of the out of the All Father, you are the giant that was kicked out of the. But to Amen, you'll always be a son because you are a giant. But I think when the Orderling happened, you were shunned out because the giants didn't want anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the Furbolgs didn't want power. They were like the opposite.
Makes sense. They are passive people. Most of them, at least.
Well, there are some Furbolgs that are evil.
That's why I said most of them.
Evil.
Occasionally you get a bad egg or
Never forget the Cloud Giant, Zephios.
yes. Indeed.
Alright, as you guys continue onwards, making your march back to the castle, there's no encounters that happen, as there's really no light or nighttime cycle, remember. As the day doesn't really change intricate. You can see twilight, but it's still light outside. Eventually making your way back tired and restless, and finding yourself needing to get some Z's inside your castle.
Well, that was interesting. We got a little bit of information, more than we had before.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back out there.
Yeah, we got an answer about why we're here and where to go. So that was well worth our time.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus, that vision you had of the march, the surroundings were still where we were, right?
It was above the water, so couldn't see the surroundings, just saw them marching. Though, with this knowledge, they were marching towards Bedlam from the direction. They were walking. We'll go in this way, and they'll go in opposite direction. And Bedlam is behind us. So, with a little bit of turns, that would be the direction they would be heading.
Hmm.
Then again, none of you saw that. I'm not questioning what I was seeing. But, yeah.
Well, I'm going to bandage myself up and sleep.
You're still not better. It's been a while, man.
Well, I usually don't heal until I get a good sleep.
Fair enough.
I guess so. Get some rest. I'm sorry the ring wasn't able to take all the hurts away. Let me know if you're not feeling better in the morning, okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Bloodstone will tuck Ember in and just go to the room to sleep. He's just kind of chilling out.
August claims his couch and say, I'm good here. Pull his cloak down over his eyes and he's like, all right.
Else doing anything before bed?
Yeah, I think we're good.
No, I think we're turning in.
There's 2 beds in this room, by the way.
That can be,
If anyone was interested.
And there's a bed in here too.
It's the girls' room.
because we'll steal this one.
There we go. Closest to the door.
And there's a
Are there any?
there's a bathtub.
Are there any?
And there's a straw and hay.
Are there any windows in this room?
There's no windows.
That one on the left.
The only window you're gonna
At
get
all?
is no. Castellian doesn't. Oh yeah, it does have windows. Yeah, little ones.
Okay.
got
Oh, I
windows
see. It's
too.
right next to me. Yeah, Bloodstone wants a bed near the window. That's all.
I'll take straw and hay.
We'll take a quick 5-minute break as you guys get a long rest, replenishing yourselves, finding yourselves rather healed for the time being. As Dalar, you do not get a heal. Get nothing. You just get your long rest. You just can't replenish your hit dice. You can't restore your HP either.
This should be the one that you need to stop a drone.
Yeah, you just get your skills back, your rages and stuff. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
I'm back.
Alright, if everybody's back, roll me a D100 as planetary glitch happens.
Yay! Yippee! Hooray!
Loud number wins.
13. Let's go.
I'm gonna roll lower. Just watch. No.
What's it gonna be? B. Who's missing?
B.
Yeah, threes.
The BB.
It's trying.
Alright. Bloodstone.
Let's see what happens to you.
You wake up with 1 extra level. Oh yay!
You're missing a leg.
You assume Dalar's wounds.
As you see upon the mist rises around, the walking castle within the mists, you see a duplicate of the walking castle before you. As before you can investigate, it vanishes. As you see a similar walking castle.
I just have like every now and then in the mist, like a walking castle like appears in my peripheral vision and then vanishes like Slender Man.
Damn.
What the fuck? Okay, let's see. What's the loudest thing Bloodstone can do? It'd probably just yell. He doesn't have any special magic stuff for being loud. Oi, everyone! There's another fucking walking castle over there. It looks just like, and it's gone. Bloodstone is like running around the base of the Castellian, looking through all the different windows, just trying to like catch a glimpse of it again and again. It looks just like ours.
What are you talking about?
He like sees it for a second, then he points over. Look, it's there. Oh, it's fucking gone again. He's just running around.
Have you seen the mist, or is there no mist to us either?
No, you don't see it. It's just him.
So we can't see any of it. Alright.
I didn't wake and bake today. I'm not going fucking crazy. You can't see all the mist flying about.
No, buddy. There's no mist there.
There's no.
Ember kiss you too hard?
What? No. What are you talking? No, that usually makes me feel better.
I mean, if she goes all out, I've seen it put people down before.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. yeah. Anyway. Oh god, am I going crazy this time? It's like when, oh, was it you, Marcus, that saw that Mudron march? Like,
Yeah.
out the window?
Yeah.
Oh god, the high altitude must be getting to me or something. I'm seeing some chicanery out there. Oh, there it is. Oh, now it's gone. Ugh. I think it's gonna hold my
Now we
nightmares.
understand the purpose. I mean, so I
Only
don't
we
see
can have a Castellian Yars. He yells out the window.
Weird.
So after some time, you eventually make it to your location to Rigus, spending half the day of journey, eventually seeing the great city of Rigus as you can see the gate town of Rigus. Seems like there's a battle. It seems to be under siege.
Whoa. Oh fuck, which side are we gonna fight on? Oh, if the enemies are really cool, I might fight with them.
Yeah, I was gonna roleplay me getting up and my wounds not healing.
Oh yeah, totally. Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
This is prior before we get the Rigus though.
So yeah, I wouldn't have got up at that alarm. I'd stay in bed, like, because didn't sleep well because nothing's healing.
Mm.
So I'll get up like an hour later than everyone else and sort of look the same as I did the previous day. Anyone else not feeling much better?
Nah, I feel pretty good, man. But shit.
I feel great.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just fucking wigging out.
Yeah. Bloodstone's missing seeing things. I understand now what you guys thought about me. It's weird.
Oh, I did think you were crazy.
Thank you.
I kind of did.
Hey.
Well, my wounds don't seem to be closing.
That ain't good.
This is the 11th bandage I've used on this one.
I'm really sorry. Let me take a look. I look at the bandages and look at the wounds and see if I can see anything.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'll pull. Sorry, go ahead.
I said go for it.
Medicine.
They just look like the claw marks, right?
Yeah. As you can see, there's like an infection as it spans deeper. So it looks like this is a wound that cannot be healed naturally or magically with cure wounds or healing word.
This is really nasty. It's gone deep in. I can try to clean it, but it might be beyond me. Would I even know that it's a curse? It just looks like an infected wound, right?
It looks like an infected wound, yeah, for the time being.
I can try to cast a little bit at it, but it's so deep, I don't think I can touch it. We need to get you to an actual proper healer.
Well, I'll just wrap it up tight for now. And I'll go back in my room and get like some, rip apart some linen strips, like tie it up. All right, let's see what's going on out there. And then I would have participated in the, thing, the Castellan things, and then we arrive at Rigus, and we see what you just said we saw. So, I lose another 10 max hit points, right?
Let me just double check the monster's stat block.
I have it in my notes. Let me read it. Yep, after every 24 hours. And if I get to 0, it's kaputs.
Alright, yeah, so I have to roll it again. You lose 13 max.
Oh. That's bad.
that permanent, or was it to fix
It's
this?
permanent until he removes the. But you guys don't know it. That metagame.
Could she investigate?
Yeah, they did,
Like-
but they have no idea what the hell that is. Their character's not like knowledgeable of all medicine in the world.
Yes. Yes. This wound is cursed. It just looks fucked up.
Yeah, just looks like an infected cut. I wrapped it up real good though, and tight, so I'm ready to move on.
Keep track of that 13.
I mean,
He's used to fighting beat up, so it's like kicking the door.
that's fair.
All right. To the war. What does it look like?
All right. As you see from the flat, dusty plains rises a 7-tier hill gridded by ring after ring and iron battlements, towers sieged of engines and bristled across these rising walls. Even from the distance, you can make out a regiment of patrols of armored figures, simple structures and homes squeezed between town and daunting fortifications. As your mimar chimes as you draw closer, its eyes glow a pulsing time with distant drum beats. As you begin to draw near with your walking castle, you can see the defenders believe they're under attack. As the castle kind of stops.
Perhaps we should help further away.
Too late now. We're in the thick of it.
Yep. Too late now.
As the sides of the castle drawing closer towards the town gate, put together riggers on alert. Blaring horns precede every gate into the town's closing. Patrols outside of the gate town converging to a small army walking through the castle's path. A moment later, you see a Homonian captain who seems to be imbued with the power of flight as he approaches your castle.
Oh fuck, we got company.
So he lands on the tippy tops of it, as I'll bring us to a map here.
While this guy is flying at us, I think Bloodstone would turn to Marcus and say, you know, if this is an actual all-out war, it might be best if we can communicate over long distances. Would you be able to help with that?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yep.
Great.
Roll a die. 1 second here.
Alright, so I got a map here. They're at the footsteps.
So, I'm gonna link mines with. I can do 3 other people. 4 hours. Who shoot? Who?
You're the
Who?
vocal for 4, okay.
So it'd be me and 3 others. So.
Yeah.
Who should?
Pretty
who
much
should be-
everyone except one. So,
Maybe me,
Bloodstone?
because I can fly out to bridge the gap.
All right.
that works.
All right. So I'll do one of Beatrice. One of with Thalar, and go Bloodstone. I'll get you last one. Sorry, Marlo.
Can you?
Nuts.
Dalar's not feeling good.
He says he's fine.
I mean, it's because he's Dalar, but maybe let him
I
rest.
know.
As a human soldier wearing a rusted plated armor flies through the air, and he comes into a halt hovering several dozens of feet away from the castle. I am Corporal Pang Shun, representative of the Crown General of Rigis. I declare yourselves and remove your war machine beyond the sights of Rigis' highest tower. Otherwise, we will defend ourselves with full martial force.
I fly out. I'm Beatrice Pathless, of the Outlanders. Our castle is unarmed, but we will withdraw it. We are just travelers.
You complete your case as a persuasion check as your roleplay turn. Unarmed, you say? They kind of question with their eyes.
At least there's no armaments that I'm aware of. It just travels.
Right.
Ooh, that's a natural one.
Oh, awesome.
Oops.
I suggest
There-
removing a castle as a non-negotiable. At least a day's
Okay.
travel away.
I mean, that's fine.
Give me a minute just to turn it around, but we'll get on that immediately. I fly back to the castle flustered because I'm not good at dealing with people, and I spoke way too fast and blushed way too much to be believable.
As you can see down below, they have cannons to fire the legs apart of this vessel.
Oh, yeah. Let's save our ship, guys.
We need to turn around and go about back where we were a day away, just past those mountains that over there.
Yeah, maybe next time, don't tell the army aiming at us, ready to kill us, that we're unarmed. Not the best.
The castle
negotiation
actually has
strategy.
defenses, but you don't know how to use them.
Right.
I figured it did. I just,
She just assumed they didn't.
Grows 4
but-
more legs.
I figured they would be less. I mean, I don't think we have anything, but telling people you have weapons just starts fights. It's better to go
No,
for peace.
it doesn't. It prevents fights.
Yeah, well, we're also a freaking ginormous walking castle. They're probably not gonna believe much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame their opinion. We should.
don't know.
This is their territory.
But I
I'll
don't
go
want to
back
be
in.
making enemies, so let's just head back.
Yeah. Stellan, can you back away from Rigas a bit? They seem to be scared of you.
They're on edge.
So it begins to backpedal.
I mean, so do we not have access to the actual city? Is it just on full lockdown if they're in this little wager of whatever's going on? Because if the Castellan can just drop us off and then run away a day's travel, then, you know.
Then we wouldn't know where it is to get back to it.
Now we just tell it to go. I mean, we already know it's going to be in the mountain range.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I didn't know if we wanted to still connect the Mimnar with the gate in this area.
I think we
Yeah,
do,
we
just
are.
without the castle.
Yeah, Bloodstone's right. Right, Milo.
Yeah, we should get off here.
Yeah, I mean, I assuming we're not going to be like shot down or anything. I'd say at best case scenario, we just got to talk to someone to get access into the city. Oh goodness, we don't have like a representative with us or anything.
I don't think we're barred from the city. I just don't think they like our presentation of big giant moving castle.
Alright. I got it. Yeah, it's a
they
bit-
are a bit touchy.
right.
Stellan,
Anyway,
move away for about a minute, and then if you could lower yourself to let us off. Continue back the way we came about half a day and wait there for us. If there's any danger, move back. Oh wait, what is it to the north? It's not.
Are you talking about it's the one that's connecting to Mount Celestia?
Yeah, I was thinking that's too far for us to walk though. If there's trouble, well,
Right. I think it's
I'll
Arcadia.
just tell it to go back to the fish tower and wait for us
Right.
there,
That works.
or just at the edge of the
Edge of the mountain to look.
mountain range until you're out of away from any threats.
Well, he
Right.
said inside of the city, so when he can no longer see the city, it's fine. That's what he said. It's inside the
Mhm.
city.
He did say a day's travel after I, annoyed him.
Oh, I know what they said, but I'm only putting it a half days away. because that's
Yeah, I mean,
still out of
if they can't
visual
see it.
range.
Okay, I'm not I'm just never mind. Sorry.
All right.
Out of character makes perfect sense to me.
I know you. I know you play the character. It's fine.
Mhm.
All right, so yeah, so we'll dismount like about a minute away, and then a minute for the Castellians movement, however far away that is for us.
Mhm. It's gonna peek behind a Castilian-shaped mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I feel like it will make it a little bit harder for us to find the Castilian, but if y'all are okay with that,
Well,
I mean,
I know it's
I don't mind
I know
walking.
I know it's a big castle that's hard to miss, but
I can always go airborne and get a pretty good view of the land.
Mm.
And I guess I need to resummon Tweed too, so she'll be able to help, whenever she's done having her happy birdie time.
Oh, hey Milo. I had a really quick question actually. Bloodstone is going to pull out the lantern of revealing that he has on his person. It's been just kind of either tucked away in a pack or like just unlit, or like how oil lamps are covered, just kind of on his side. He's gonna take it out and hold it with one of his hands. Like, is your offhand relatively available? Because I've been using my bow a lot more than normal, and it's actually pretty fun. So I won't be able to hold it as often as I usually can. Would you be able to hold it?
I mean I can affix it to myself. Yeah, really just he's been using this rod as a bit of a focus.
Right. I just mean like mechanically, would you still be able to cast spells and everything out of character? Of course.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you have like Warcast or anything. Okay. Bloodstone's gonna hand the Lantern of Revealing over to you. Oh, if you ever need a quick spark, I can help you with that. By the way. And he like sort of like snaps his fingers and like little sparks like, you know. That's all.
Pretty.
Lantern.
All right, you guys backtrack about a half a day's journey away as the castle disappears into the distance behind the mountain ranges, eventually settling down as it sees fit. As you guys now will take the Great Pass there instead.
Mm-hmm.
fair enough. So, from our quick look at the battlefield, what did it look like? What was going on while we were
They're just on high
there?
alert currently right now. It's hard to tell.
There was no actual fighting going on,
You'll know when it happens. There is something going on.
but we didn't actually. When we were there,
You were
Right,
not
actually.
close enough to see anything inside the town.
Okay.
fair enough.
Better.
So we were talking to the attackers, not the defenders. Interesting. All right.
No, I'm pretty sure they were the defenders.
Yeah, they were with Rigus.
All right.
As you begin to eventually arrive towards Rigus, the soldiers wearing plate armor stops those attempting to enter the gate town, while the soldiers are waved throughout a few words, other undergoing more rigorous questionings happening. Most are given some sort of badge to move on, and while a few other brusquely escorted away. As you see 10 knights who are upon the guards towards the entrance of Rigus, may ask you a few questions as you got halted by one of them looking at you closely.
Mm-hmm.
Have you come to join the army of Rigus or proceed on the wars of the Archon?
So we actually have no idea what's going on, so that's a bit of a tough question to answer.
What is your business in Rigus?
We were actually hired by another party out in Sigil, looking for a certain automaton, and we have reason to believe that they might be either here already or on its way here.
Do you have any weapons of interplanet destruction to declare?
No.
What would you consider those types of weapons to be?
Can I talk to my friends for a minute?
You're not welcome into the in here. This is not good enough answers. Be gone and leave Rigus. As he heads back to another person.
Well,
Oh.
we'll try the
You can
nice
basically
way.
lie to them and roll deceiving and answer each question as lieful as much as you want. As they are not just going to accept anybody into Rigus.
Right.
You want me to talk to him?
I mean, I'm pretty good at lines, so
Well, you lost your chance, so.
Unfortunately. I don't mind breaking into the city, by the way. I just wanted to put that out there.
Oh god.
I was gonna say I have invisibility. We did it the nice way.
Well, no, it's not enough for everybody. But
I can do up to 4 people.
yeah,
What is it?
I mean,
Chris?
The necklace, Renee's necklace. If they can track weapons like that, I don't know if I can go in.
I don't think that's what they were talking about.
no, but it is pretty powerful. That's a good thing you brought up.
Yeah, we definitely don't want them to know that we have it.
yes, the feeling of annihilation is kind of a bad thing.
It's kind of in the name.
I don't
Oh.
think they're going to strip search you.
Yeah, that they're not gonna do that for none. So
Right.
I mean, you have it
just
under layers, right?
have
Out
to
of
lie.
character.
I do, yeah. It's the lying is the bigger issue.
but just don't
Yeah.
talk. We'll
Right.
lie for you. Just don't speak.
Don't talk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lie of
I won't
omission.
talk.
I'm
Don't
gonna
let's
walk
not
up
put
to,
it that way.
I'm going to walk up to the guy who said leave. Not too close as to be threatening, just in speaking range. Like normal conversation range.
Uh-oh, he's got a map ready. This'll go well.
That's a lot of guards.
Go ahead. No, this will be fun.
Is that captain that spoke to us here? Red?
Swan, he said.
Yeah.
Well, is that captain that flew up to us here at the gate?
No, they left.
Yeah, he pinged
That was a while
What
ago.
was... Yeah, what was their name again?
Whoops or something. Kobo Ping Yang or something.
Ping,
Captain Coco?
It is now.
King Shu.
Yangshu, okay.
Whoop, Ping Shu.
Guards.
Alright, purple too. Sorry, Blitzen
Oh,
shouldn't be
you!
this close.
What is your purpose in Rigus? I thought I shunned you away. As he looks at
You did, in error. Corporal Piangshu sent for us. We're mercenaries that will be working for her. It was a her, right?
Yeah.
It is
It's a
her.
guy. It was a male. It looked like a girl.
Oh. Working for him.
Roll me a perception check. If you're
Hear about
lying.
that? Or persuasion?
Deception, sadly.
Well, we are lying.
Oh, I thought you said perception. I was like, that's a weird thing to roll.
Deception, lie, deception.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's just a normal 20.
I don't believe you.
Well, she had us park our Castellan, that walking
You're
castle.
the one
you saw.
with the castle.
Arrest them! As they draw swords.
What do you? All right, let's fucking have at it then.
Well, this is one way of getting in.
Yeah, honestly.
Are we gonna
Oh,
fight or
it's-
let's
so we're
go?
Are you guys going to give up and let them take you in?
Oh, that's a
I'll
great
let him
question.
take us in. The Mimnar said to get in the city, so Dalar's goal is to get in the city.
yeah. I just kind of look at the guards. Oh, so we're actually gonna get into the city? Nice. That's what we wanted
They
anyway.
disarmed
So
your weapons, depending if you let them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll let him take the
Oh.
weapons that are overtly showing. Yeah.
Yeah, your axe will be
Ooh.
taken, your staff's taken, bloodstone. They don't really know your arms. They leave it alone.
Yeah, they take my arm.
But if you have like a quarterstaff or something, they'll take that.
I'll just mark off my.
Ember's weapons will be taken. Marcus's bows will be taken. Bethesda's, if they have like a weapon exposed, they will take that.
Wait, I got my
The
dagger. I
walking
can't
staff
take
she
that.
has.
No, they're taking your bow. Your bow is your main weapon.
Yeah, well,
And your
bow is
daggers.
my main, but my daggers are not.
Would they let me keep my purple hash?
They're not looking through that. They'll eventually strip search you later on.
Awesome. Well, not about the hash, not the strip searching.
You have no choice.
Oh no. Bloodstone's looking around like as all these soldiers are like taking their things. Like, are we? What? This is really the way we're getting into the city?
I don't like it, but
you rather make enemies with the city?
Well, it's not like we're gonna be serving our sentence,
no, I'm just
right? Are we gonna be?
Enter in here.
They just don't listen to us. They just have not paid any
Yes.
attention to what we're saying. So
We
Single file.
at least have plans.
Yeah.
Single file. You're not listening.
Oh, what? You want it horizontal single file or vertical?
You said enter. I'm sorry.
Slap you. Your belongings. Place it there in the chest.
Sure.
Your
Is that
name,
all?
where you come from, and your real true purpose of being here.
Okay, well, one of those is a loaded question. Mallow
We were told
Moonfall?
you were a liar.
then why'd you ask us questions?
It's not my
Well,
fault then.
Keep your
don't
mouth
believe me.
shut. I'm asking this one.
All right.
It's not my fault that you don't believe me. But my name's Milo. Milo Moonflow, if you need a surname. Where we hail from? Don't know. Woke up in a crypt, here I am. No memories.
Man,
You're just
these
gonna
are,
have to
like,
leave
the
that
worst
blank.
questions.
And your
Sorry.
purpose here?
To find an automaton?
Lock him up.
Guilty. Bang.
Next.
It's fine, I can still cast spells.
Name?
Marcus Sinclair.
Why you've come to Rigus?
To find Armatron.
Armatron? I've never heard of that one.
His name is Rome, but I doubt you know them by name.
Automaton. Okay, it's like a traumatron. I was like, what's that?
An animatronic.
What the
I'm
hell?
sorry that
His name is Freddy.
this is me speaking, not.
So you're
Marcus. I
not here
can't-
for any business of Rigus. You're not here upon the war. You're not. I don't believe that.
What war are you talking about? We have no idea what war you're even talking about.
Lock him up. Next.
I'm glad he asked where I was from because I didn't know.
Next.
Hi. I'm here.
Name.
Beatrice Pathless.
What is your business in Rigus?
Bringing our Mimnar to the gate for an information download.
Are you here to join the armies of Rigus and proceed to the war of the Archon?
I'm here to bring my Mimnar to the gate for an information download. If that entails one or the other, I suppose that's possible.
That is nothing. And now leave your stuff here and belongings. We'll be searching through it. You can keep your clothes.
She puts her walking staff in the chest.
Whereas the Mimron, they take it off your hands.
Milo had that.
Next!
Well,
Oh, I know you. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna even ask you.
just get in the cell.
Oh,
Next!
sweet. Still got his stuff. All right.
Nah, they take your
That's
shit
true.
away.
Okay, right. Okay, my name is Bloodstone Eminon.
What's
Where
your
I come
business
from?
in
Oh,
Rigus?
sorry, go ahead.
I could care less where you
Oh,
come from.
business in Rigas? I mean, for the most part, I was kind of just following these guys around for a bit. I just... Oh, man, that's a great question. If I tell you that I'm not with them and I'm here to fight in the war, will you not put me in jail?
Roll a deception check. If you're trying, or are you trying to like basically be a
Well, no,
smart
I'm
ass
asking him.
as he looks at
Yeah.
you? He doesn't say anything. He kind of like gets irritated. Just go to the fucking prison cell.
Fine. Okay. Bloodstone does want to make a case of as he you know putting all of his quote unquote normal weapons and equipment and everything in. He will take the parry out and sort of like hold it in his hands like this has religious significance to me. Can I keep it?
No.
What is
Damn. Is my parry out of wound closure?
it? Ah,
Okay. I'll take it off. Whatever.
you still got your arm, so that's something.
I do have my arm. Do I keep?
You
Do I
can't
get
just
to keep the
unarm me
baby
like that.
tooth I knocked out of that worm I fought in the ocean?
You would probably left that trophy on board the Scallion. Trophies you wouldn't have need to carry those around.
Right. I mean, he keeps it on him. It's not a incredibly large tooth.
Oh, well.
It's more like something he'd make into a necklace or something. Man. So now what?
You wait until they can get you
What,
reinforced.
a lawyer?
No, they're gonna be actually purposed here.
I mean,
Against your will.
I can still cast spells.
I got my knives, so
It's my will, my fucking ass. Oh, I don't have good spells.
I can get out of here no problem if need be. I can teleport outside this door.
That's a good way to get yourself killed, though.
No, that's why he's not doing that. But he's saying if he needs to, he can get away.
Yeah, that's right.
I could also teleport out of you.
Yeah, we're not. We're just like,
I can't.
we can get you if need be, but just like plus we all still within mind speaking range, so we all talk mind to mind at the moment.
I don't know how long did the Castellian travel for before dropping
6
us off?
hours.
Then
Okay.
I could have reapplied it before we got back to the city. I can
Okay.
do it like 8 times a day now.
Yeah,
I think
something like that.
I think it's how many times. I think it's the number of die I have, and I have 8 die.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it works for all features, but I think once a short rest, after you take a short or a long rest, the first die you expend is free,
I
or
think
something
then
like that.
That would have been the first one, but I do think I have a lot. I'm trying to look how many I would have.
Yeah, in total, it's just double your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, then. Oh, proficiency is 4, so I have 8. Yeah, I have 8. So I got plenty if need be.
Let's see how long
Yeah.
you stay in here. 4 hours.
Oh, God, it's fucking boring.
It's okay. We haven't done anything wrong. The Aura will figure something out for us.
They don't listen. Doesn't matter what we say. They just don't listen. So.
They do eventually release you. You may stay in Rigus, but you will not get these back until we authorize it. So they keep your goods that they believe that is not worth giving back until otherwise, or until you leave the city.
Okay.
So some of your items are kind of gone.
Okay, thank God I'm a monk.
And I got my dagger, so maybe I can.
Anybody's big ass weapons gone. Axe is gone. Weapons are gone. Basically, they're confiscating the weapons.
Would they take my? I said the bit about the parry out of wound.
They gave it back to you. They didn't give a shit about it.
Okay, cool.
They just took
So packs and pouches are back.
They did take all the potions out of it. If you have potions.
There's a war going on. I understand.
Potions, weapons, and any arrows, they took away. There is a war. Yes. It's sealed, though. They're not using it.
Would they know what if like
the Mimar? They left it alone. It's useless alone.
Okay. Would they? Would they know that the Horn of Valhalla and the Circuit of Blasting was technically a weapon?
Circuit of Blasting.
Would they know?
I don't know.
Yeah, would they know?
Roll intelligence. 11. Circle Blasting. They look at it. That's probably going to be left alone.
It's just jewelry.
Horn of Valhalla. They have left it alone. They didn't confiscate it. They don't know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
A lot of magical items.
Yeah.
Whatever looks like a weapon, they'll so if you have a weapon, it's probably confiscated. Yeah. It's probably gone.
The Rod of the Pact Keeper
it's not
the staff. Okay. It's okay. I still have my Book of Shadows.
So if you have like a weapon that looks like a weapon, it's gone off your inventory.
Right.
Or any potion.
I'll turn back to him real quick. Where can I find Corporal Ganshu?
You won't. You'll have to be reprimanded upon Major Nerakala. And follow that knight right there. Come.
We have to follow?
Or depending if you want to get your ass back in the prison.
I mean,
there's a war going on. There is a war going on.
Yeah, nobody's telling us what the fucking war is.
Because you are not part of the city. What would they tell you?
Right.
They're not going to tell us how we're supposed to answer.
Well, they gave you an ultimatum to leave, but you said no. Alright, you know this. Another pathway. Go have fun.
Yay, pathways. Oh no.
Well, the Aetherius is screwed.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You're pathless.
Yep. Alright, see you at the end of the campaign. Oh yeah, Bloodstone's running through this thing. Meow, meow, meow. What are you looking at? Are we going to the front of this area?
Yeah. As you eventually arrive, you see a stone-faced hobgoblin woman in a sharp-looking uniform looking up from the desk. Desk covered neat stacks of papers, folding envelopes, or burrow furrows. This isn't a welcome center. Slates, march on. As if you want to interrupt her or explain yourselves, she's willing to listen and maybe offer a guide of conversation. Of course, the gladiator, as she is Major Kala or Carla, or I don't know how to say it. It's a K. But
Kalar.
Do you care to explain the situation?
I mean, I can. It's going to be the same explanation. And
I'm not going to pay attention to what we say.
Not going to believe us. But I'll try.
I mean, We are for hire if they need combatants.
We're not enlisting, but we'll help fight, I guess.
Ideally, you're enlisting,
Okay.
basically, at that point.
What I'm saying is we'll leave when we want to leave. That's the only thing. We'll fight them, but we'll leave when we want.
If that's the group consensus.
I got no problem fighting. I just don't feel like I don't want to be stuck here.
Alright. Let's just walk up. We're supposed to be talking to a Major Kalar.
Speaking.
Who's speaking? I don't know how to answer that other than Milo.
As they open the gates, depending if you want to enter in or you want to say something.
Just enter through here then.
Yes, you'll be
No more
going up to the
talking?
chains.
Which is.
The war front.
Okay, well,
Yay, war.
they've enlisted us without our consent. I guess they don't really need to.
Anybody else want to say anything, or just go?
Oh, yeah, I thought that did not go as I anticipated, Milo. Baylor will walk up. Hello, Major.
Ah, no. What is your purpose here? You were reprimanded, I was told. You didn't want to join the Great War. You didn't want to help people.
No, that was a misrepresentation of our purposes. We're happy to help, but it was not our only reason for being here.
So, you wish to help a cause? We would like to invest and hire you, potentially. You can prove some martial aptitude. If you agree upon these terms, we can see fit to reprimand anything we have done to you, enforcing a great fight upon us ranks. Great adventurers like yourselves could enjoy a fun battle, as our rigorous defenses are entail in need. And if you agree upon to ending this threat, I promise you to head you towards the gate of Okron, and pay your wages of 1,000 gold pieces each. Of course,
Oh, hell
you
no.
can choose a choice of equipments of Rigis's officer armory as well. But of course, if you wish not to injustify into our military fight, and I can understand that.
Fighting isn't fun.
As the
Bloodstone
chain,
was like jumping up
you're-
and down.
You're far away from everybody, as the doors are closed.
Well, we work as a team known as the Outlanders. That shorter one you sent, Milo, he's part of our team, and we'll need him. We're happy to be hired by the great city of Rigis. We're also here for the purposes of bringing a Mimnar to the gate portal.
You
It
may
upload-
enter the gate portal once the war is done. At the moment, it is closed after the series of deadly attacks from the gate from a far side. The assault of the Archons are common, but these attacks have been highly effective, catching us off guard. Our rigorous defenders off guard each time. Extra troops are now defending the gates, but extra exploits every shift changes. A flaw opposing us. We fear we have a spy in Rigis amidst us, and that is why you're being treated like this. With your questionnaires were not answered properly.
Well, I tried to explain to the guard at the gate. Perhaps I failed to explain properly myself, but we're here now and ready to serve where needed.
And what about the rest of you? As he looks towards the rest of you in line.
Malks will just
Oh,
shrug and say,
right.
I'm down for a fight.
Like Taylor said, we work as a team.
So you wish to serve and help us reclaim our land, and for that you shall be awarded for your great duties.
I will need my bow back if you want me to do any good fighting, but otherwise, sure.
This is a fair exchange. Thank you
shall
for the
be
opportunity.
armed to the teeth.
Thank you, Major. Should we report to you?
I suggest you shall, in the meantime. And your little child friend is across these doors. You might want to intervene with him, as we didn't see eye to eye.
He ain't the
He
most
didn't even
eloquent.
fucking talk.
He's short, but he's actually an adult, full adult.
He looks like a baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we said the same thing. It's odd to us, too.
It is a useful thing from time to time. I'll see you soon, Major. Thank you.
Oh, it seems like y'all got an actual talking to. I was just shoved in here.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
happened. Yeah.
Well, Dilo has a
Sorry.
silver tongue, so.
Well, I thought Milo would be able to explain faster than me. Some people get annoyed with the speed at which I talk.
They didn't
Yeah.
even give me a chance to explain. They just said, they opened the door and said, walk through. And I said, that's all, you don't want to know nothing? And they said, nope, and shoved me in here. Like, you
Well,
can't talk to that.
I get it. But the Major said, oh, well, I told the Major we're a team. So she said to get you out. So is there like a hook or something on this chain that I can get him out of here?
No, it's the elevator. You guys are going up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this is. He got thrown in and said, "You're doing it anyway."
You guys get in. I'll flip the switch and fly up and catch up.
And it's a chain. They begin to rank. It's a movement thing.
That looks like a lamp from above.
No, this is the chain.
Oh, I thought it was a pull.
It's the pulley
Like
that
this
is-
is
No.
the post, and this is the light.
Oh,
that-
yeah,
You
it's
hear
a
the
big old
pain
crank.
being pulled as it lifts up
Mm.
the chain. As you begin to go up and up and up several feet. It's like almost like a Warzone kind of game. You just hear
Yeah.
fighting up top.
Oh,
Hell
so it's
yeah.
just being thrown in here. Cool. I'm glad I'm able to summon my spellcasting focus.
Oh yeah.
How long does disguise self last? 1 second. Let me look at this.
It's an
An
hour.
hour.
What are you thinking?
I wasn't actually going to disguise myself. I was just going to make it look like I'm wearing the same armor as them.
Oh, right. That's not a bad idea. I mean, we're already grunts, so you know.
Or mercenaries.
Right. Just join the war effort, more bodies.
They've been clear about that. I would have been as annoyed. I don't know if that's fine.
Mila just gives a little pouty face.
They don't trust the children.
Little babies.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I don't blame them, because I've definitely used my racial features to lie about certain things before. But still, it
Yeah.
hurts when you're being truthful and they just said no.
Yeah. Oh well. I actually had a quick question. Are we going to be given access to the arms after we get to wherever this elevator is going, or
We'll see.
fair enough?
I felt like we.
Bluston just wants to gear up, get like a bandolier of grenades and everything. But go ahead, sorry.
So you guys
Oh,
eventually
this is
arrive at the top of the battlements. You can see within a cavernous steel-lined bunker deep below Rigus stands a gate of the Archon. An archway of iron spikes and bones. The area around the gate looks like a battlefield that was once littered with heaps of broken metal and shattered armaments. The ring of the barricades circle the gate, beyond which at least 200 Riggers soldiers maintaining the ridge on a watchful formation. As you see upon the chain as you arrive forth, you can see a chest full of your belongings left there. It's out of order. It's a disarray, so everything's mixed together.
They would just toss our shit in here, didn't they? Well, that's just...
Yeah.
I mean, it probably got jostled in transport.
Or they just didn't give a shit and just tossed everything in here. Either way.
Hey, my knife is in your axe.
Axe, get your axe out of my knife.
As you see Riggers forces, largely hobgoblin humanoids. The two commanders overseeing the troops. As you see the Sergeant Gala, a quick smile as he welcomes you towards the battlefield. Help is hard to find, but I'm glad to have you upon aboard. I'm Sergeant Gala, and this is Sergeant Ludica.
Sergeants, I'm Dalar, and these are my teammates. Marcus, Beatrice, Milo, Ember, and Bloodstone.
We usually don't have issues like this, but it's good to have good harm and good help around these parts. We've been at tough struggles, as we don't trust anybody entering in our home, especially these creatures we've been fighting off. As you see, upon the enemy themselves, it seems fit. It looks pretty a tough battle between humans and goblins versus the invaders. As the invaders are the Archean forces, served by a warlord named Thala Hotbane, a goblin warlord favored by the god of Multiverse. I can't even say that fucking thing, but I'll put it in here because I am not good at butchering these fucking weird ass names from space.
McGlubby. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Recently, the Antons have served Tala and had the name of Zort and Soot to come into the possessions of what seems to be a rather creature we have never came across before, as the battle doesn't seem to end at all aspects. They keep sending more berserkers, more creatures beyond belief. We'll need your help upon hopefully holding at bay upon this field.
Good. I should say, we just came from battle, and I'm still slightly wounded, though perfectly capable. Do you have a healer or medevac here? Or should we fight first?
We have nothing of that. We're limited supplies. Been fighting countless weeks.
I'm a modest nurse. If you have some wounded, I might be able to patch a few people up to hold non-essential jobs.
We hope you just stick around and fight the main front. Maybe you can show an edge upon this battle. So
Major Kalar.
they want you to fight the main fight.
Major Kalar had said there are forces that are forcing you to lock up the gate portal. It sounded like that's where the Major wanted us. But if you need us here first, happy to oblige.
You might convince the area of the Gate of the Archon in the meantime, before the battlefront. Survey your area before the Great War happens. So they allow you basically to look around and survey the area before the fight happens. You can actually head towards the Archgate without any issue. The gate is closed.
Yeah, it's probably not safe, but we can go there.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Oh, it's a fucking... I mean, I knew it was a war zone, but this is a fucking war zone. Oh, and it's all flat, too. Fuck. Well, so I'm just kind of looking around.
What are these things?
Be careful. Remember, you're not at
They're
your best right now.
projectiles. That
Projectile?
yeah, they've been firing into them. That's how much the ground damaged it.
Oh, awesome.
Not gonna lie, this reminds me of bit of my attack at home. Wherever home is.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Actually, I don't know if does Milo generally tell party members about the visions he has, or
Shared them
because
with,
I don't want to
Ayla.
He
metagame
shared
with Bloodstone, you
he
know?
shared like one or two, but I don't think he actually shared about his attacks at home.
Okay.
Is this the portal gate, or is this the thing
Yeah,
that
that's the gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mim now should speak up.
I'll bring out
Offline. Cannot reach our access.
of course. Well, that was worth a shot.
Gate portal closed.
Yep.
They're gonna open it. The forces are gonna come through.
I wouldn't be
Well-
that close, guys. I'd back up for you.
Yeah, we'll need to. Let's look at the terrain. We've got
Uh-huh.
bunkers here and here. That'll
Got my
give us
spot.
range advantage.
Like my spot here. I'm good right here.
Oh yeah, you're great. You're like a sentry.
I can
Oh,
duck out the
um,
left. I'm all good here.
How literal are these images? I see a lot of shields in there. Are there?
So what? You know
You're
about
funny.
yeah, there's weapons, shields, armors. Yeah, they're all like rusted and clattered. Why?
Can I quickly look for even a marginal shield?
Yeah, you can break. There's a shield that's half broken. We can take it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now I wonder what you're doing, Milo.
Listen, everyone.
Measure.
Our goal should be to protect Milo with the Mimnar and get him close enough for it to read the info while the gate is open, and then get out safely or win. Either way.
Either way.
I get the feeling
I'll
that.
take a.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was saying I got the feeling that they're not gonna let us retreat. So
Oh, you're in a
gotta
battlefield
wait.
now. You would be miles,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of them defending around the guards and stuff.
I also feel like it might take a little bit for the Mimnar to download everything.
So like fucking
Right.
Windows fucking dial up.
do you remember how much range Mim now needs? 'Cause
Not
we
that
could-
long, but the problem is it's closed. So if there's
Yeah.
there's a battle going on, it's likely because if you guys want to just dip, then you can dip, but you won't obviously get anything out of this place.
No, what I'm thinking is that we fight, but if Milo doesn't have to be the closest to the portal for the Mim
Right, two birds, one stone.
It has to be
At the
next
same-
to it. It has to be within
Has to be
30
next to
feet.
it. So
I mean, there's a guy with a lot of movement speed here that can get him real close.
my
Like,
question is,
it's
was
a
Mim
gate
Mao-
portal. There's gonna be creatures coming out of it.
question, I forget this, but Mim Mao is an attuned, right? Or was it not
Yeah, it
attuned?
requires
Yes.
attunement. It's a slot.
Trying to do it. Otherwise, the Bloodstone will just grab it.
But we won't start this until next week when we have everybody here. This is-
Right, of course.
So
All right, let's
this
start the hour
this
long
battle has
thing.
events. There's events happening continuously throughout the battle. If you succeed the battle, then obviously you're
We
reprimanded
get
as
shouting gold and
heroes.
riches and treasure and women or men.
Have a nice AoE that I can put on the gate.
Yep. I'm definitely going to cast Spike Growth, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
And it may actually work this time.
That's fair.
Sick.
Actually, I don't think I've successfully cast it.
No,
I've also tried
have
once.
You have.
What
tried
happens if you?
What's up?
What happens if you overlap entangle and spike growth?
It's super effective.
It makes it super
I mean-
effective, but Entanglement's not that big compared to Spike Growth.
True.
Yeah.
What if you upcast it?
Also,
It's still the same size.
Sickening radiance. If they fail, they get levels
Yeah.
of